Morning folks, back out again for another adventure. It's about 6:45. Sun's just starting to come up. Walking a slightly different route into camp this time, but we'll end up in the woodlands in a moment, I'm sure. Looks like it's going to be a nice day though. There's a woodpecker just calling. A bit togged up today. It's been a cold few days. And I've just got the wool blanket with me tonight. No bivvy bag, no sleeping bag, nothing like that. Just what you see on my back. So that's enough talking. Time to get walking. I'll bring you back in a bit. Whew. Getting a bit of a sweat on now. It's quite steep there, but what a view. Into the woods we go. See that land that's been, the earth that's been disturbed there. See it here as well. All along the sides of the trail. There's basically badgers walking around with their nose. They use their nose to sort of dig about in the earth a bit, looking for food. It's always a good sign of how to spot the badgers. And like us, they follow the easiest trail. Loads of stuff lying here. All the areas where the earth has been unsettled. That's all badger activity. Do like seeing that up here. It's quite interesting to see what the wildlife's been up to. And doesn't it look glorious as well? Lovely colours at the moment. Wonderful. Well, good morning folks. Hope you're all doing well. A bit sweaty after the walk up, but that's always the case for me. No, it doesn't matter how many layers I wear, I always get a sweat on after walking up, because it's whichever way you go, it's uphill on the way to this spot from where you have to park. And yeah, it's often a bit of a slog, even with that kit. And it's not the lightest in the world, but it's not completely heavyweight either. Admittedly, the wool blanket it's pretty heavy, and I've got about 3 litres of water, a couple of beers on board, and but I've only got a day sack there. It's only 20 litres. I haven't gone too mad, but there you go. I'm gonna chill out for a bit, saunter around. I think I'm gonna pitch my tarp between these two trees today. There's a little bit of a slope going down this way, but I think I'll be alright. Can always sort of go a little bit diagonal, so my head's slightly more uphill. I think it might be nice to pitch there for a change. Normally I'm down there somewhere, and maybe have a fire here tonight. Grabbed a few bits of wood already, and I've got my filming pole. This is what I strap the camera to, or strap you to, so that I can go hands-free. But I haven't got nothing major planned for today. I think friend John's going to join me a little bit later on today. I think I want to practice a bit of sort of firelighting technique, a few firelighting techniques today. I've got my sort of tinder bag and my firelighting pouch here. I haven't really bought any of my carving knives or crook knives or anything to do any spoon carving, so if I do choose to do any carving, it'll only be something basic, spatula perhaps, I don't know. But I've got some bacon to cook for lunch, couple of nice sourdough rolls, and a sort of ration pack for tea tonight, which I got from a sort of small maker who's on Instagram. He's called the Steak Detective, and I've got one of his meals and a packet of his biltong, his beef biltong, which I'm looking forward to trying later on. I'm going to have that this evening. Nothing for breakfast this morning, but I'll have the bacon a bit nearer lunchtime. That'll do me fine. And yeah, I think one of the other things I might talk a little bit about later on the camera is I'll show you my brew kit. One of the things I've been doing lately is sort of moving away from single-use plastics and all the sachets that you get with you when you have the sort of your coffee bags or your coffee pouches and what have you, hot chocolate sachets, things like that. I'm sort of trying to move away from. I've got some containers that I carry everything in now, and just trying to do a little bit for the environment, using less plastic, cutting down on waste, all that kind of thing. Don't worry, I'm not going to get all Greta Thunberg on you. Just common sense things that you can do quite easily without any great hassle on your life, but inside it makes you feel a little bit better. And yeah, we'll have a little bit of fun. I'll bring you along for the journey, and I'll talk to you later. I think I'll get the tarp up now and then get a cup of tea on the go, because it's well gone. It's 7:30 now. It's gone well past cup of tea time. I'll probably need to have two down me now. There you go. I'll talk to you later. Here we go then, folks. The Helikon Tex Super Tarp Small. Simple A-frame configuration with one corner propped up, just to make it a bit more spacious inside. I've kept it fairly low, hunkered it down a little bit, just to help sort of retain some of the warmth when I'm sleeping tonight. I've just got that bedroll, and I'll unroll that for you now. I forgot that I've also got this ground sheet to throw down as well. too long, so just fold it over. Gone at a bit of a diagonal just to flatten it up a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. Nothing bedroll. So in here I have got my firmer rest, ridge rest foam mat, my softy trousers, which I've put away in the bag now, and the outhouse wool blanket. And that's it. Got a pillow as well, but this is merino wool, so it's fairly thin but should be fairly warm. I've used it a couple of times now on camps and it's been pretty good actually. The good thing about this wool blanket compared to a lot of other military ones that you can get is this is long and wide. The others aren't. This is 2.4 meters long, which is 8 foot, and 1.6 wide, which is, what's that, just over 5'4" or so wide. So it's almost, I'm 5'10", so I could use this widthways if I wanted to and wrap it around me a couple of times. That's what I did last time I used it. This time I'm going to try something different. I'm going to do what the American bushcrafters call the burrito style, where you sort of fold a piece over your feet and then two ends over you, and I'll show you that later. But yeah, this is me for the night. I've got my pillow, I've got my softy trousers hanging up behind the camera over there on the tree. I've got my pole-lined Montane smock that you saw me wearing when I was walking in. I've got my Helikon Tex Bergen smock as well, so I'm double smocking at this camp, folks. Pure luxury. And then in my bag, in fact I'll show you what's in the bag. Okay, so back at it. Here's the rucksack. Helikon Tex Bergen. It's a bit misleading when they call it a Bergen, because Bergens are normally associated with, or the word Bergen is normally associated with large military rucksacks. This ain't. This is about 20 litres, maybe 22. It's a day sack, which I'm misusing for camping purposes today, but normally I use this as a day sack. It's absolutely fine. Really nice fabric, really nice quality of construction. Really like it. I've got my gloves there, got them hanging off like a through hiker. I've got a pouch in here which has got all my bits and bobs in it. I've got head torch, extra cordage, scrubber, got a lantern, my ferro rod, lighter, box of matches, Swiss Army knife, a couple of emergency tea bags, got a little foraging pouch there. In here I've got, I won't get out, so I've got a Crusader bottle of water, that's 1 litre of water there. In here, I will get this out because I want this in a minute. I've got my one and only cook pot that I bought for the camp, which is my bushcraft store mug. And that's what I'm going to be doing all my cooking with for this camp. There's the lid too. Pop that back in there. My bestickered bottle. You'll see outside here I've got my tools, I've got my saw, my axe. I really don't think you need much more axe than that on a typical camping trip. Certainly in my part of the country, in the sort of woodland I use. You know, that axe, so Grantsford's Brooks small hatchet, that splits wood up to about 4 inches in diameter. If you can split the wood that thick, you can get your fire nice and hot. You know, once it's really hot through that wood, you can chuck anything on there and it will burn absolutely fine. Got a couple of things in my bag for my tarp. A couple of mugs, folder cups. This is a larger one. I've got the standard size one. Got my speedster stove, which you'll see in a minute. A bottle of methylated spirit, and a couple of different spoons. I've got a large spoon that I made out of ash, and a little sort of pocket-sized spoon that I made as well. Into the main pocket, a couple of rolls for my bacon later. A couple of cheese scones in there as a little treat for later. This is my my nose bag. This is all my other food in here. I'll talk through that later. There's quite a lot in there. Packet of bacon. Oh, two beers. Brewdog, Mr. President. A couple of big hitters tonight. This is 9.2%. That one's a double IPA. And Northern Monk North Star 3, which is Black Forest Imperial Stout, 9%. Looking forward to that. That'd be nice. But my tea brew kit, little sit mat there, which I'll put on the stump later. There's a woolly hat. Battery pack for charging the GoPro. The battery doesn't last long on the GoPro. I've got the Hero 8, and yeah, it doesn't last long at all. I'll probably charge that later this afternoon. This is my Tinder Pouch. Another litre of water, so I've got 3 litres of water on board. Hip flask. And at the bottom there's just some more cordage. I tend to carry quite a bit of cordage. And then this is you'll see I've got lots of David Fryer's pouches here. Excellent quality kit, can't recommend it enough. And in here, this is all my clothing basically, apart from what I've worn on the way in. Got the softy trousers there for the winter. I've got also these merino wool thermals. Throughout the warmer months of the year, I'll carry some lightweight ones that I've got from Aldi, which are really good. These ones my wife got me last Christmas from Marks and Spencer's, and they're much thicker than the Aldi ones. They're a lot warmer, so I keep these for winter. And tonight, with the wool blanket and the softies and the pole smock, I'll be wearing these as well. I've got the leggings here too, and that's going to keep me lovely and warm and snug. And I've just got an inflatable pillow, buff, spare socks, and a pair of wool gloves as well. All the winter kits come out to play now. And that's it. Oh no, got my honey stove here. I was preparing this camp to be more of a solo trip, so on a solo trip I won't have a full open fire. I'll just have a fire in the honey stove. And I've got another ground cloth here, and that's it, sorted. Oh, beg your pardon, no I'm not. I've got some sharpening tools in there as well, and I haven't shown you the one and only knife I've got apart from the Swiss Army knife, sorry, is the Bushcraft Store EDC folder knife with a nice leather pouch. Probably put that on my belt in a bit. And then in the top pocket here I've got my carrier bag for rubbish, lip balm, tissue paper. Still got Nordic Summer with me, but for insect repellent. Another rubbish bag. Don't know why I've still got that, to be honest, because there isn't any mosquito activity. And first aid kit. And that's it. Not an awful lot for this trip. Lots of little bits and bobs. But yeah, I'm keeping it simple this time around. But I'm going to eat very well indeed with all this food I've got. go through that now as well whilst I've got the camera rolling. Got a protein bar, I've got a tomato and pasta salad ration pack. This is a sort of emergency one that I always carry in my food bag. I don't always use that. Oh, steak. This is another boil in the bag pack from this. This one's from the Steak Detective though. It's steak, vegetables, and dumplings. You just got to boil that up in the bag, boil that in the bag for a few minutes, and you're golden. Got a little container here with my porridge oats in it, and with that I've got some milk powder, raisins, and walnuts as well. Probably a little bit of sugar. Some biltong. Looking forward to trying that later from the Steak Detective. And some chocky. And I'm a bit annoyed now because I did bring the ingredients to do an apple crumble, but I forgot the biscuits to make the crumble, which is a bugger. So it might just be apple and custard. I might just knock that up, we'll see. And that's it. Yeah, that's me done. I've been waffling on for 9 minutes now, so I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to pack this lot away, get a kettle on, and I'll bring you back later. Have a lovely day. Cheers. Now we're talking. So I just cut this bit of pine from a fallen tree over there. It's asking a lot of this axe, but we'll see if it can do it. Nice and straight grained, so it might go through. Let's see what happens. Look at the size of difference. Actually, there's a crack there. There's a crack running there, so I'm going to exploit that. Open it up a little bit. There we go. Lovely. It's a bit punky there, but might be able to get some feathers out of this. I love it when a plan comes together. So it split all that wood down nicely. Got a nice pile just down here. And now I'm gonna see if I can do some feathers. No need to rush. Slowly, slowly, catchy monkey. I'm not getting too worried if they break off either, because I can gather them up afterwards and make a nice little pile. Got to admit, it's not as easy as the knife. There's a little knot there as well, which I'm catching on. But it is making some nice feathers. Get the knife out. Straight away it feels so much lighter. I've got to admit, I'm not brilliant at feather sticks. Take it around this side. I reckon that will ignite. We try. Get it all piled up nice. Again. Not quite. There we go. Just got to have about 5 more of them. So I'm going to keep persevering with that, practice, 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 and then probably when John arrives I'll light the fire later on. Bye for now. I processed all the pine down. I tried making feather sticks, but not all of them stay on the stick. So I've got a great big pile of feathers, curls here. Some of them have stayed on the stick. I think that one will work quite well. The others here I'll just chuck on. But I've got plenty of material prepped, so let's see how it goes. Right. think we might be alright. Not quite yet there yet. I think we're good.
Oh, that's catch, that's alright. Plenty of flame there.
It's all burning nicely here.
Yeah. Nice one.
Lovely. Pleased with that.
The stuff we used to come out with slimmed down quite a lot, you know.
It's only about 4:30, but nights are drawing in. It's lovely in the woods though. Been a nice day so far. Just sitting around the fire, chatting. Carved a spatula in the end. But yeah, just chilling out really. It's been nice. Gonna get dinner on soon. And enjoy some of this biltong by the Steak Detective. Just tasted a bit. Really nice.
tidy high campers. I picked up this ball in a bag meal from the Steak Detective recently. He's on Instagram. See that his stuff's been getting a lot of love from other people that I've seen on Instagram, so I thought I'd try it for myself. This one is one of the ration pack meals he sells. It's steak, vegetable and dumplings. Just boiled it up over the fire for about 8-10 minutes or so. Smells gorgeous, looks lovely. Loads and loads of big chunks of vegetable and potato and meat in there, and that looks lovely. That is really nice. Yeah, really tasty. Couple of nice dumplings. Definitely have that again. I bought a bag of biltong off of him as well, and a beef chilli bought in a bag meal, which I haven't had yet. The biltong is lovely. This is lovely. I'm sure the chilli would be nice too. So, thumbs up, old chap. Oh, that's good.
Morning folks, hope you're all doing well. Well, that was a chilly night, I won't lie. I slept pretty well though. I think I woke up about 2 o'clock and then kept dozing in and out of sleep, and eventually got out of bed at about 7ish or so. But it wasn't a bad sleep. I've had worse. But it's got quite chilly on my legs. Don't know why. I think I was just compressing the softy trousers a bit too much, but otherwise fine. But as you can see, I'm all packed up now. It's a lovely morning in the woods. I'm taking home a couple of souvenirs. Nice piece of ash from a tree that's recently fallen down over there. Can't resist an opportunity to grab a green bit of wood, and that's going to come in handy. I'm going to do some spoon carving with that back in the shed, I think, so that would be nice. But yeah, all packed up, cleared away the rubbish. Fire's extinguished. John's kind of going to finish clearing that away before he goes, because he's going to stay a bit later. Sun's probably in your face there, sorry. But yeah, it's another nice camp. Enjoyed this one. I think next time I'm out, I'm going to look forward to enjoying some more luxuries and comforts. Treat myself a little bit perhaps. We'll see how it goes. But I'll be back out next month in December. Be a bit colder still. And I'll see you on the next camp. Hope you enjoy the video. Let me know what you think. And I'll say bye for now. Oh, and thanks also to John for joining me on this camp.
Yeah, it's been a good night. A good week to get out. Nice and chilly.
Yeah, it's a good camp, John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
You had a comfortable setup there as well. More so than mine, I would suggest.
It's definitely warm, you know.
Yeah.
Getting down to the boxes.
But yeah, nice camp. So thanks everyone. I'll speak to you next time. Bye for now. I really need to up my fitness game, I think. Blowing out my backside today. Normally your rucksack's lighter when you come home, and mine should be, were it not for the fact that I've got 2 lumps of ash strapped to it. The wool blanket ain't light either, but there you go. You've got to try these things, haven't you? Right, onwards.